Solstice. My G's. I'm sorry. I've been MIA. But in a good way. I've just been in my own energy, enjoying it. You already know what it is. I've got my summer solstice, winter solstice attire. This is all I wear when I do solstice readings. I don't think I've worn anything else. Can you not hear me alright? Because the sound last time was diabolical. So please just give me a sound. If it's good, can I get a thumbs up? Organic blackberry, damn she rocks. Wagwan, my G's. Yeah, just give me a sound check. I've got the mic on, but not on me because I felt like it was just too close. I need to pull up the tune. I need to pull it up. Pull it up. Lila IK, good and great tune. Listen. If you're not feeling good, I don't understand. I actually don't understand. Shalom, my love. Sela77, LA. Hit the like button when y'all come in. Man, I was just like, if I don't come on for this solstice, yeah, you're not going to see me again till next year. Hi, I was going to call you Miss Bailey. Leah, my love. Sound is clear, yeah? Yeah, because I got the mic on, but it's not on me because it was just really, the sound was terrible last time, wasn't it? Really bad. Listen, let's cleanse these cards up. I feel great, my G's. I feel great. I can't explain it. I just feel like every twist, turn, trial, tribulation, everything that this year had to offer us was to bring out the very best in us. And so I feel even a little bit emotional. I'm just so grateful. Just so grateful. I've got to take the time to chant a prayer. So grateful. So very grateful. Got some cards I haven't used in a while. I've got the Wisdom of Avalon because it is the solstice. It feels so good in it, damn she rocks. Glory, glory to Jaja. You done know. Done know. I don't even want to reveal to you that yet. Should I just keep it a secret? I can't keep a fucking secret. Watch out. Watch out. Got my locks back. Starting again. Because, you know what I said? I was saying like I wanted a more sleeker look. Hey, Make Fiction 1984 again, girl. I wore your dress the other day. I should have worn it today. I wore your dress. Oh my God. Where I've been having super issues with my body because, you know, I put on a few pounds and then I put on even more pounds when the accident and everything else. I put on your dress. Felt like a whole goddess. Baby, girl. Thank you. That's going to get so many... remember I said I was saving it. I'm not going to save it. I'm wearing that. Lots next year. Alright, let me get you on shuffle because I just wanted that to be my opening tune. As much as I love this tune as well. Welcome to my... Okay, let's get you on a shuffle because you know I love the angels to help us out. Ooh, bit J. Cole. Oh my god, I wish I took a picture for you, but my hair wasn't done and nothing. But oh my god, I felt like a goddess in that dress. Girl, you're an incredible seamstress. Where was I? No, not everything's cleansed. Yeah, so I got Wisdom of Avalon. I've got your I've got my the Art of Divination deck, which has been my favourite deck of this year. So the energies of this time. So this time 4 years ago, yeah, I was in Egypt, and we were, where were we? We were at Karnak Temple. This is exactly the day. It was at Karnak Temple, and which is the temple of Amun-Ra and his wife, and it was built specifically for the solstices. So when the sun hits a particular point of the temple, the light of the sun travels all the way to the back of the temple and goes into the chamber or the space of Sekhmet. And as you know, it's been, for me, I've had huge Sekhmet energy because I've been taking care of Marceline. Maybe just let me know she's home. So yeah, big Sekhmet energy. And then today, or not today, I feel like it was recently, in the last few days, I had a ceremony with Sekhmet. There was these guys, and they said that I should place my hands on the statue of, first of all, it was Amun-Ra, and they did some ritual with me. And then they took me to his wife's statue, and they did another ritual. They took me to a few walls to pray. I mean, I don't know them from Adam. I don't think I fully understood what was going on. But you know me, I'm an Aries. Like, am I dead though? Like, so anyway, next thing you knew, I was rejoined by the rest of the group. It was just me and one other girl. We kind of sneaked off. And so we were joined with the rest of the group, and we were taken to a temple around the back, and it was locked up. So they opened it up for us, and in there was the statue of Sekhmet. Ooh, when I say divine and tall. And so I immediately went over the ropes, and you know, they got little barriers or whatever, so I immediately climbed over and put my hands on her sacral area. I've never told this story to a live or online, so I put my hands on her stomach, and I fucking knocked. These energies were rolling through my hands, so much so that some of the other people that I was with said that they couldn't come into the space, they couldn't get through the door. They tried, but they felt like there was some type of barrier there. Now, I didn't take it very seriously at the time, and I know something happened, but I didn't really understand what. Not until now I've got Marcy, and I understand that the energy, she was purring, you know, like how cats purr, like she was purring, and I could feel it running up my arms into my body. So I feel like there was a healing going on all those years ago in that temple with Sekhmet, and I feel like it's heavy Sekhmet right now in a dance, and I feel like my sister also said this, golden recluse. Sophia, that's what she calls herself, and she was saying the same energy. She pulled the card and it was Sekhmet, and I was like, yeah, this is a heavy energy. This is the embodiment of how we should be moving as we move forward. Like, so I'm watching this program, and when I tell you, the acting is diabolical. But after the second or third episode, I'm invested. Like, I want to know what happened to everybody. So I'm watching this program called All the Queen's Men with Eva Diva from America's Next Top Model, Eva Marcelli or something like that. Anyway, girl, like her acting's excellent. I believe her character, but everybody else's is like, it's diabolical. But the energy of this woman, the energy of her character, they call her Madam. Her name's Marilyn. As soon as they said that, I was like, okay, my namesake. The energy of Madam, like when I say gangster, when I say Bella Mafia, when I say takes no fucks, fearless, she's even got a golden gun. Her gun is gold. She don't fuck about. Like, I tried to move away from like really violent stuff, overly sexualized programs, but for some reason I was drawn to watch this program, and it was such a weird story as to how I even got to it. I love you too, Wild Heart. It was such a weird, hit the like button when you come in though, such a weird thing as to how I got to be watching this program. So I've watched all 3 seasons in like less than a week, and the long and short of it is the feminine energy right now. Shonda T, my love, guess what? Guys, sorry, Shonda's just reminded me, we finished book club. I am going to be posting the very last episode today, and it's done. When I tell you I would never have read that book if I wasn't doing book club. It took me the entire year, but I'm so glad. Anybody that hasn't already tapped into book club, my G's, that book, Women Who Run With The Wolves, is definitely the handbook to divine feminine energy. I promise you. So it is all connected, because obviously now I'm talking about this character, Madam, who, my G's, when I say, girl, we've finished. I'm just so excited. And then there's a gift for anybody that makes it from the beginning to the end of book club. So make sure that you watch it right to the end, the video, because I have a gift for you at the end for you to collect. Anyway, so this character I was telling you about, so this gangster, she's a gangster. She's her daddy was a gangster, her mummy was a gangster. She was pimping by the time she was 14 years old. I'm sure she committed her first murder by the time she was like 16. She weren't easy. Yeah, and this energy, it was so easy to judge her. Very, very easy to judge her. Very, very easy to demonize her. But when I looked at it, I was like, wait, this is the original archetype of the divine feminine. Like, do you think that we moved softly and quietly? We were very there. We were, our presence was known. And I feel like as we've been getting to know this archetype, because it is an archetype that you have to get to know before you can truly embody it. I feel like that's why this year was about sitting back and reflecting. Getting so many texts, can't believe it. My baby, because I made my baby some soup, so she's just complimenting it because it was good. So basically, I feel like this 7 year that asked us to sit back and observe was about, you know, being able to, first of all, control our emotions. I first read about the controlling of the emotions in the Medunete, volume 1. And I didn't understand it, because I thought, I'm a female, I'm an emotional creature. What the fuck do you mean I'm not supposed to move with my emotions? But what happens when you move with your emotions? Hi, Katie. Oh, from Australia, girl. What happens when you move with your emotions? You make ridiculous decisions. Do you not? Do you, like, there's been people that I haven't spoken to for weeks because I was upset with them. And because I knew that I didn't want to approach them from that space, I stopped talking for a little while. And as soon as I was calm and neutralised that, I was able to speak and be very clear about what it is that I wanted, be very clear about what upset me, without being overly emotional. Because when we're overly emotional, we can cause natural disasters. You see. So I left you lot a violet flame meditation in the community bulletin board, which if you can get that done before the end of the 7 year into the 8 year, I think it would be very, 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 very beneficial for you, and to also lighten your hearts and your bodies in as we continue to ascend into this next cycle. Is the music too loud? Let me know. Baby. Alright, boom, let me strip some of this in. By the way, some of you don't know that I was in the studio this year, innit? Obviously I had to take a break because of the broken ankle, and actually the accident happened in the studio, so I wasn't that excited to go back. But I'm back. I'll be back before the end of the year, so you lot are going to be getting your first dose of music from me in the new year, which I'm very excited about. I'm excited about. So yeah, that's it. That's all I want to say about any of that. Now I want to get into prayer and start pulling these cards, because I still haven't finished work. I've got another client at 6:30, so I have to get back to work. Our Divine Mother and Father who live within us, hallowed be thy name, our freedom come, your will be done in us as it is within you. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses against ourselves and others, as we forgive those who trespass against us and themselves, through lifetimes, timelines, misunderstandings, and levels of consciousness. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the absence of love. For we are the kingdom, we are the power. Divided we are weak, united we are victorious. And you, Tigo, we give all of the glory forever and ever. Duanata. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. So it is, and so it will be. Ashe. I invite my ancestors, my guides, my angels, my Orisha, my guardians of the sea, air, earth, fire, and ether into this space, so that we can have a clear, precise message for the collective about anything that we might need to know during, after, and during and after. That's enough, and it's just I'm just saying too much. In regards to this energy, as you know, this portal opened up on the 12/12, and today is the closing day. And as we get into the shortest days of the year, and on the 25th, as the sun begins to rise, get longer, the days start to get longer from the 25th. So what's going to be happening in this dark area? Hey, MJ! Hi, Xylene. Girl, hey, my love. Did you not see that I managed to brand myself? Flip's sake, with this burn. Alright, boom. Let's get into it. I'm going to take a couple pulls of my zoo. It is the first of the day, but it certainly won't be the last. I've built up another new tolerance. I'm not mad about it. I ain't mad about it. Okay? Okay. Next year as well, we're going to be talking a lot more about eating for our blood types. So if you guys can, get hold of your blood types, and we're going to be doing a series about that. I was going to do it on Patreon, but I'm thinking, no, I'm going to do it here. I'm going to do some new stuff on Patreon coming up as well soon. Soldier of the army. It's my favourite part of being here. Being just soldier. It really is. It really is. I can't wait to start flashing my locks for you lot again. Big ones this time. Last time I did my locks, I had very thin locks, which were beautiful. I really love them, but this time I've got much. I was thinking about bell hooks, all about love. Because I remember Imani used to go on about that book so much, and it's in the house. My daughter's a G when it comes to literature. So we've got all about love. Or, alternatively, Sacred Woman by Queen Afuya. But I feel like that's going to take a couple of years. We might do that in conjunction, but I feel like that book's going to take a couple of years because there's a lot of rituals, there's a lot of things to do, there's a lot of things to collect. So I think we might start preparing for that like mid-year, maybe to go into 2025 with the book club. But we could start with All About Love. I mean, I feel like we need something light after Women Who Run With the Wolves. That was intense. That was intense. I went through every emotion with that. So guys, so yes, it's going to be running on Patreon come the new year. Shonda, tell the people then how that thing had us open differently. Oh my God, I didn't know what was going to happen from one episode to the next, whether I was going to cry, whether I was going to laugh, whether I was going to have a whimper in my voice, whether I was going to scream and shout. It was a lot. So good though, so good. So the entire series is up on Patreon. If any of you are interested, you can have a little free preview. If you're not sure whether you want to be a part of it or not. It was a roller coaster ride, girl. Crystalline Alchemist, gorgeous. What's going on, beautiful? Hit the like button when y'all come in. Okay, thank you, Making 1984 Fiction again. I'll definitely, if you could put that in the comments at the bottom of this video, that would be great, because YouTube, I don't know what they're playing at, but YouTube have taken away, I can't read the live chat after the video. Why would you take that off? Why would you do that? Anyway, guys, we're going to start with the wisdom of Avalon and some high vibrations. Big up the baby girl, Jessie J. I'm really excited for this 8 year, man. Oh my God. Oh my God. Alright, boom. Let's see what the themes will be for this dark period. I'm just interested in the next, especially between now and the 25th. And then, obviously, there's going to be a lot of, Jessie J, she's one of our baby girls, man. She's organic. She honestly, I love that kid so much. So, she was the first person. Do you want to hear a fun fact? Jessie J was the first person to hear my first EP. I played it to her first. I regret, one of my biggest regrets, I don't have regrets, but one of my biggest regrets is not writing with her. Maybe another opportunity might arise though. Who knows? Let's put it out there. Alright, boom! First card is the Wasp. It says here, anger, retaliation and jealousy. Now what did I say to you about controlling your emotions? Because as you know, Sekhmet is a very antagonistic and very volatile deity, as is our character Madam in All the Queen's Men, sorry. So, you know, like, I think it's really important. There's going to be a lot of things riling us up as we descend even further into the darkest time of the year. And I feel like if you don't learn to control your emotions, this is some of the energy that you're going to be carrying in with you into your new cycle, and you don't want that. That's why I said to you, please, if you get the opportunity, please go and look into the community billboard, or I've left you a Violet Flame meditation given to me by our Kate. Yeah, oh, I went to the seaside to visit our Kate for the first time. I love meeting you lot, man. It's just, it's an indescribable feeling of having such a close relationship with people via a device, via the ethers, and then finally getting to squeeze you lot in real life. So I went up to Kate's side of the woods, which she had water. This is where I was on the 1212 portal. and we did a ritual by the sea to Mama Yamea, and going off topic, but the whole reason I brought Kate up was because of this violet flame meditation, the inner child, that I feel is necessary. I feel like I really needed it, because I felt like, even though I was like, no, I'm over it, no, I'm cool, no, it's cool, I wasn't. I was talking about certain things, and I could feel that lump building up into my throat where I was holding back tears, and I was like, you're not over it, do something quickly. So Kate, I was talking to Kate about it, and she sent over this meditation. And so after a week of procrastination, hey Phyllis Lewis, after a week of procrastination, I finally sat on my bed in my snuddy and my lovely Chanel socks that my baby girl bought me for a gift, and a blanket, and I did this meditation, and I did it as openly as I could, and my face was soaked, my chest was wet with the amount of release that took place. So I would highly recommend it. It's in the community billboard. It's a violet flame meditation for the inner child, and I would highly recommend that, which will help you to deal with your anger, your retaliation, and your jealousy. See the 21 there? So guys, and don't let anybody else project that onto you. I was saying to my client today that nobody did anything to you. They hurt themselves, and you just got caught up in the crossfire. That's all. Yesterday, in one of the episodes of All the Queen's Men, Madam was asking her nephew, who was once a goody two-shoes, who now was drinking excessively and taking drugs, why does he hurt himself to hurt his ex-love? And he turned around and said to her, so why do you keep hurting yourself, but who is the person that you're hurting? And I was like, all the people that I perceive to be hurting me, whether it's on purpose or not, they're hurting themselves more. You know, like, for instance, if you want to go deeply, if we're talking about the inner child, somebody like my father, for instance, who never got to meet me, knew where I was, had access to me, but chose not to. And as much as that hurt me, I'm sure it hurt him even more. Another subject that I'm going to be talking about is pain in the body and the relationship in the root, and the relationship, your spiritual relationship in the root. So my father died of pancreas cancer, and so we're looking at his root and sacral area of where this manifestation of illness gathered for him, and it was because he chose not to meet his offsprings, because I wasn't the only one, I was one of 10, and I think in his marriage he had maybe 2 children, so there's 8 of us floating around out here, and he chose not to engage with, at least I know, 4 of us. So, and then he got sick in his sacral and his root chakra. So remember, stop taking it personally when people are projecting their own pain onto you. We've got to stop doing that, so that we don't get angry and we want to retaliate and feel any type of jealousy. Do you know what? When I think about it, I've never felt jealousy towards my other siblings, my siblings that actually had a relationship. Thank you for the like for like with my biological father. I've never felt jealous of them for having him and knowing him. Never. It's never crossed my mind. They got what they got, I got what I got. But the person that suffered the most was him, not us, not me. God provided for me. That's what's really helped me in these last remaining months of this year, is that my mantra had to come back. I was not put on this earth to suffer. All of my needs are met. That mantra alone, mighty, mighty Jaja. back had. I was never left to suffer. I was never left alone. I was never left without. And you've always got to be grateful and thankful that is the energy that we're going to move into this new season with, through these very dark times that are coming upon us. You think it's been dark? It ain't. It ain't. Your job is not to take it so seriously. Your job is to keep praying for yourself and the hearts and souls of humanity. That's your job. That's your job. The worry, the upset, the resentment, the anger, the retaliation, the jealousy. It's not your portion. It's not your portion. I'm just going to play music for YouTube all the time now because I don't care. Honestly, I don't care. So, I'm not even going to look for a clarifier to see what it is that we could be angry and resentful and retaliate towards, because we already know. Look what's happening on the world stage. Look at Simon and them really moving fucking mad, innit? So what you got to do is continue to mind your business. I posted a picture of myself at the Sphinx, where I was last 4 years ago, and I said then they're going to be up in the ante. The circus is going to be out of control. Elephants going to be running down the streets, lions out of their cages. Get me? Fucking trapeze artists falling off their shit. We're seeing it. We're seeing it. Your job to mind your fucking business, like I've been telling you. So look, let's see if we get some more. It's time. It's time. Okay, got some time. Not too much time, but we've got some time. Okay. Where did we see one of these? You see that movie? You see it? Leave the world behind. You see it? The deer. It says gentleness and diplomacy. We're going to read that. I love me some Gets. This is Teeth as well. I think he's gorgeous. Don't forget he's beautiful. Right, Mum. Oh. It says here, when the deer appears, it's a reminder for you to step gently on the path. Just bear in mind where we saw the deer in that movie, yeah? For you're walking into a time when gentle movements and diplomacy are required. That's why you can't come in there with your bag of emotion and your anger and all your retaliation and all of that. Can't do that. The deer's strength is in this quality. Make it your own and know that your steps are successfully assured. It's important that you be gentle with yourself as well. For you may be heading into a period where you're unsure of your footing, or just coming out of a difficult situation called 2023. Blend your personal energy with the deer's energy of gentleness and diplomacy. Walk softly and the way forward will be smooth. And remember, never mistake gentleness for weakness in yourself or in others. Because you see, if this deer was to kick you, do you see? In the movie, I was nervous. You see, when there was bear of them, I was nervous for that little girl. Do you remember in the end? Spoiler, movie spoiler. But do you remember where all the deers congregated around the girl, and Julia Roberts had to come in and wait and do what she did? Do you remember? My heart was here. I was like, because you see, and the antlers as well. Don't take the gentleness for weakness. Don't do that. And I think many of us have really tried to stay in our Sekhmet and warrior goddess energy in order to swerve the fuckery that we've experienced in the past, but we don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Listen, there's a time and place for everything. Because this is another thing about this character, Madam, in this movie, All the Queen's Men, or this series, is like, she was a cold... She wasn't easy, yeah? But for the people that she cared about, the people that she loved, she even helped homeless people. She would give. She could move in a way where she had a beautiful balance between being what she had to be and also what she wanted to be. Remember, that was interesting with the deer there. Let's get some, you know, there ain't no rhyme and reason. I could pull 4 cards and shut the video down, innit? But the message is there, innit? Let's get some Art of Divination guidance. Let's have a look. Got 2 here. Healing. That's what's going to be happening in these darker hours. Look at this tenderness. And look who's healing who. She's healing herself. Look at this. Look at this card. Look where she's healing. Her crown area, her heart area. Look at this illustration in itself. And look at these hands coming out from the ethers. I mean, look at this. Look at this beautiful card. You see why I just love this deck so fucking much? Yeah? Look who's healing who. Who's healing who? Huh? It's you. And I think that was another reason for this year as to why, remember I was telling you that I moved away from my altars and some of my rituals and stuff, because I think it was a test to see if I could rely on myself, if I could heal myself, if I could give myself the credit. Oh, I didn't see the waterfall, sis. Don't go, thank you for that. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the hills and the valleys that you're used to. But me, I'm going for the waterfalls because am I dead though? Anyway, boom. As I was saying, which I don't remember what I was saying. What the fuck was I saying? What was I saying, you lot? Help me. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, I feel like I was asked to rely on my own abilities. So hence why I moved away from a lot of my rituals, a lot of the things that I'd been doing as I was learning this divine feminine energy, the support. I was letting go of some of the crutches. But just because I'm not doing everything so systematically as I was before, it doesn't mean that they're still not a part of me and they're still part of my healing. Going to the water the other day with Kate and giving that offering to Mama Yamea wasn't necessary. Because remember the week before when I last was here, I gave my offering to Papa Legba. And I asked him to reopen the pathways. Hey Glass Moon 219. I asked him to open up the pathways back to my Orisha because I'd completely just turned my back. Because I was asked to see what I do, asked to see how I move without the influences of my spirit team. That was scary. That was scary. But Sade says you're flower of the universe. And now we're back to the middle, so we're doing what we've got to do and doing what we want to do simultaneously. Not everything will be called back into practice, but there are some things that, and there were things that were taken away from me as well. Remember, I couldn't get in the bath for weeks because of this broken ankle. I thought I was going to go mad, but I didn't, and I found other ways to clear my energy and cleanse myself. So boom, self-healing. We are the altar crystalline alchemist. Exactly. Hey Walter. Oh, I'm so happy as well that you're here. Your energy, I can feel it. The last time that I checked. Right, go on. Shelter. My heart that's beating triple time with thoughts of loving you on my mind. And it says, and if I'm running to you, what do I lose? Nothing. I need this space for love to come through. Your heart's desire. And that's most of our heart's desires. We just want to be encompassed in the feeling of love and security. This deck is called The Art of Divination, and it was created by two beautiful sisters from South London that I love very much, that gifted these to me. And you can get yours on the website of the same name, or if you are in the Brixton area, you can go to a store called... I wish I remembered. Oh shit, now I can see it right there. It's called... Oh fuck. Remind me. The packaging's there, but my eyes won't stretch that far to see what the name of the store's called. Anyway, boom. Shelter. The love that we want to be encompassed in. And I know that during the holidays it can be hit or miss. So you have to be sure to do that for yourself, however that gets done. And as the sun rises from its darkest hour, so do you. Well, thank you, LA. So you want to continue to keep, like, after this year, it will be understandable if you wanted to be bitter, if you wanted to retaliate, if you wanted to be angry, if you wanted to be resentful. It has not been for the faint-hearted, my G. But you haven't. You've come back with your compassion and your love, your open heart, but you've also come with your boundaries. And I love this phrase, and you're standing on your business. Making sure, you can't hear Nipsey in the background. We already know what it is. So you haven't become tainted through these experiences, which lets me know that we have understood the assignment, that this is a university. It's not that deep. In school, did you lose your mind? I never lost a mind. But listen, when I used to get my exam results, I didn't fucking flinch. I passed English with a B, and maybe I got a couple E's, and I know I got a whole heap of F's in these exams. I didn't flinch. I didn't fucking flinch. I still hold a fucking degree in psychology. I didn't flinch when I wasn't getting the results that was expected of me during my tests at school. It's the same thing for this experience called life. What are you flinching for? What are you getting stressed for if you're not passing these tests? Understand what it is, but this is what I'm coming back to say to you, that we got the memo. Because we're still here, our hearts are still aflutter and optimistic and open for the new. We accept what had to be left behind, and we also truly have no resentment, anger, or the need to retaliate to any motherfucker that fucked with us. Because you hurt yourself more. Let's get some tarot. I don't need no sympathy. I'm getting brighter by the day. It's getting lighter by the day. This is my daughter. And she's playing the guitar. She's just the cutest. She's doing amazing, by the way, guys. You want a little update too. You ain't been easy, bruh. Ain't been easy. Let's get a bit of tarot going on. Isn't it? Isn't it? She's also going to be doing some of my production for the new year. I'm going to get Kia Blue production. Can you believe it? Fuck's sake. I'm so excited. So excited. Well, let's get some cards. Let's get some tarot. Oops, boom, there we are. So we have got, of course, we've got High Priestess energy in this beast. Got the 5 of Wands though. So you're also going to have your aspects are going to be, there's going to be some resistance. Kia Blue, yes guys. There is going to be some resistance, you know, from one aspect to another. But I think I'm going to come back and start doing the 5 aspects of the soul on YouTube and do extended over on Patreon. That's what I think I'm going to do. I feel like, you know, we're not talking enough about the 5 aspects of the soul since we did the videos 2 years ago. There's still not enough talk about the 5 aspects of the soul and marrying these aspects and balancing, and not even balancing, harmonizing these aspects so that you don't have anything sabotaging you. Because, you know, as you already know, you can have aspects doing great, your masculine's doing what it needs to do, your divine feminine's all good, your higher self, but your inner child could be in a corner rocking, dying inside, sabotaging the whole dance. You already know. So be mindful of that. If you can feel a resistance towards what you know is for you, have a look to see which aspect of yourself is truly resisting this next transition of your story. Hey. You deserve it though. Let's get some more. I've got bare time. It's only my big daughter anyway. She's coming, so she'll just wait. She'll just sit here with me until I finish. Get used to it. We had a cheeky non-Christmas Christmas dinner with my girls on Sunday. We went to a pub and we had like roast dinner. Cute! We exchanged gifts. It was cute! If you want to see, IG did a whole reel. It was cute. It was cute, man. It was cute. Burden. It's like 10 of Wands energy. Should we read it? To 43, it's a 7. Because you already know, this year felt burdensome until you realise what it was all about. Till you realise that it wasn't personal to you. It was something that we collectively had to release. We had to do the biggest release of our combined collective existence. We had to do it together. That's why all of the conflicts that are happening in parts of the world, this is why we've had to come together as humanity and be like, this is some bullshit, we don't like it. But then just remember to be just as passionate about the things that are not being spoken about. You know, like for me, as soon as these devices kaput, I'm out. I don't use Apple no more. Really and truly, I'm happy to go back to my burner phone. To get me a little Nokia, make 2 calls and send 2 texts. Because what's happening to those babies in the Congo and that war that's happening over there is unacceptable to me. It's unacceptable to me. So therefore I cannot... Let me tell you a story about me. When in 2000 was it 2001? When 9/11 happened, I was working for Parliament Tony Blair was Prime Minister, and I looked after the porters. So whenever the porters got a job around the estate, I would be the one that would process it for them and give it to them. And I had a great relationship with these guys. And when 9/11 happened, I wasn't who I am today. I had no idea about much, to be honest with you. I knew that Babylon was dirty, but I not so much so that I wouldn't work there. So I still had a lot to learn. Anyway, so 9/11 happened. I literally just started my locks as well. And so this is like 20 odd years ago, right? And as soon as I heard what had happened, gone home, watched it on the news, I knew that the people that I worked for had something to do with it too. So I left. Within a week I was out of there. I left and I never looked back and I never regretted it. And only to find out how much decades later that I was right. So when something doesn't feel right within you, when you know that something is wrong, remove yourself from that situation. So if Apple needs to go out of business because we, the people, do not agree with the way that you get your shit, so fucking be it. And there will be more ethical ways that we'll be able to communicate and connect with each other in the way that we've now become used to, accustomed to. Alright, boom. It's a burden. Let's read it. Burden. What burdens are you carrying on this part of the journey? Are you transporting those of others out of generosity or codependency? Or sorry, should I read that again? Are you transporting those of others out of generosity or codependency? Is this burden so heavy that it slows you down? This marker asks you to stop and look at your responsibilities, your commitments, and all that you bring with you on this journey. Are you clinging to an unhealthy relationship out of fear? Are you taking on the burden of others to prevent them from getting hurt? Do you know that this enables others to avoid learning their life lessons and doesn't really help at all? Drawing this marker encourages you to release others to their own path. It may also be a time for you to ask if you're helping because you like being needed. There's that God complex, but also that survivor's guilt is going to be real in this new coming cycle. Where is it? It may also be a time for you to ask if you're helping others because you feel like being needed. If the answer is yes, then the message is truly to let go of this burden, for it's born of self-centeredness. Release the burden of others to the divine. They also have their own angels and guides just as you do, so trust in the divine plan for all. On the sacred path, that's why I say you've got to just continue to pray. You've got to continue to mind your business and pray for the hearts and the minds of humanity to draw into this space of peace. Do you see how powerful you already are? This collective consciousness is not a joke, never has been. So if you continue to feed into the narratives, the negative narratives that they want you to, then that's what you're going to experience. I mean, it's that simple. So don't allow the narratives of the movies or the news or social media to have you fucked up so that you now are experiencing a reality that you didn't even create for yourself. On the sacred path to Avalon, you must be aware that you pack all the essential wisdom, tools you will need to chart your course. Integrity, kindness, compassion, discernment, discretion, faith, forgiveness, truth, and love are but some of them. Once your tools are counted, see if the rest of what you're hanging on to is appropriate. This is the time to leave behind unnecessary burdens and know you have the strength to carry what is yours. So I'm telling you, do this violet flame meditation that I've left on the community board, and you'll see that the things that you're holding on to never really belong to you in the first place. Yes. What should we do? Should we get goddess? I should really get out of here. We're touching an hour now. So for the overall energy, we're going to get a goddess. And then we're going to call it a day. Shall we? The only reason I got the goddess card out because I really wanted Sekhmet to fall out. This deck I've had for years now, and it doesn't matter how long I shuffle, the way it takes ages for the cards to come out. Okay, we've got Sedna, the one down there, which is where we are. Was once the beautiful Eskimo woman who lived with her father. None of the local suitors appealed to her, and she refused to marry until a fulmar, a type of bird from across the sea, promised to take her to his home of luxury. When she found she had been deceived and was ill-treated, she begged her father to take her home. As the two were crossing the water, a flock of fulmars caused a huge storm to arise. To save his own life, Sedna's father threw her into the ocean. As she clung to the boat, he chopped off her fingers, which turned into whales, seals, and all the mammals of the sea. Sedna descended to Adlivam, the Eskimo underworld, where she now rules the dead. To ensure that she will continue to send food to hunters, shamans, descend to visit her, comb her hair, and massage her mutilated hands. Sedna is a reminder of the nourishing gifts that are to be found deep in the dark, cold places that we most fear. You can't make this shit up, you hear me now? You can't make it up because... What did I say? I just wanted to know what's going to be happening in these darker days. Didn't I say that? But we've got to remember that there are gifts. There are always silver linings. This whole year was a gift. It's one of the most beautiful gifts humanity has ever received. I feel it's brought us the closest together, even more than what they suggested COVID did. This year has been that year that has brought us together more than ever and made us understand the assignment a lot better. Hey, flower child. Alright, my G's, that's it from me. I want you to know that I have slashed up to 50% off so many different products and services off of the website just until January. But come January, I'm putting my prices up differently. So if you want to take the opportunity to grab yourself some last minute gifts for yourselves or for others, or some readings, do it now, because next year I'm going to be charging my worth. So I've also got many calendars. I think I've got 3 calendars left. There's something in the community bulletin board about the calendars. They're great. I wish I had one here. I don't have one. I wasn't prepared. They're astronomical calendars, and they've got everything on it, from the solstices to the moon cycles to the portals to the retrogrades to meteor showers. I saw a shooting star the other day. Fucking made my day. There's affirmations on there. It's a calendar that will have you one step ahead, where you'll be aware of what's going to be going on within the cosmos, and how to prepare yourself, move forward accordingly. You get me? What else do I want to say to you? That's it. Finished book club on Patreon. Very, very proud of myself, because, girl, you already know that I struggle reading. So that was a real challenge, not only to stick to something, be consistent at something, but also to challenge myself with doing something that I'm very uncomfortable doing in front of others. So mission accomplished. I feel really good about that. And I will see you when I see you. I don't know. It could be in a few days. It could be in a few weeks or months. I just don't know. I'm just going to go with the flow. But I want you to remember that you're magic too. And I want you to remember that you have everything that you need to see whatever task through within inside of you. You got that, and you got this. And I'm very, very proud of you, collective, for enduring this very, very difficult year. And here you are, shining, smiling, glowing, and flowing. Proud of you. And I'll see you lot soon. Mwah! Love on her.